Welcome guys, it's time to play some arena. Finally again, yay. Well, as you may have noticed, I focused a little bit on constructed the last days and a little bit late also, so sorry for that. I've looked these classes up, they're all pretty much recent, with the least recent class being Hunter. So we're taking this cool fella. And we're starting off with a legendary. Which is super interesting. I'm not sure if we can pick up enough weapons for Captain Greenskin during the draft. Like, again, it's... how to say? Oftentimes, it's like... You want to get this pick as the last one of your draft, so you know how the deck looks like. If I pick up 2 Glavsukas and 2 bows, and maybe a Gladiator's longbow also, then this guy is amazing. If I don't pick up any weapons, this guy is... well, I lost Talstrider for 5, whereas this guy has some huge stats but comes out very late. This guy has very weak stats, and the RNG would screw me over most of the time, I feel like. The good thing is you can use it at first and you know what weapon the opponent gets, but... well, this guy was asking me if I stream, and well... apparently I do at the moment. So I think what I want to say is I want to pick up the Foe Reaver. Even this one might be pretty... These together might be a pretty good combo, but... Okay, let's just go with the late game stuff here. This one is pretty much Raging Worgen or Snipe. I'm kinda tempted to pick the Snipe, so if I get a Mid-Scientist during the draft, it has a lot more value, because passing up the Raging Worgen isn't too bad. The Raging Worgen can do a lot of stuff, though. Guess I prefer the minion. Yeah. For now, at least. Goblin Stalker. Okay, and if I pick up like 3 Unleashes, then this one is pretty insane. But given the overall quality of the Spectrum Knight, I think I go with the secure option. I'm not picking the Tundra Rhino because I didn't pick up any beasts so far. So it's either Ogre Brood or Hunter's Mark. Heart Removal is nice, but Ogre Brood is pretty nice body also. Having Hunter's Mark is a dead draw. So... Wait, is my... Give me a second, I'll have to check the stream. Okay, it's online. Okay, everything's fine. So what I think I'll go with the Brood here. Green Trap is amazing, especially against the... Well, still Heart Removal, but... This as a finisher is also not bad. I think I go Freezing Trap. So there's a weapon. There's a Houndmaster. No beast so far, so Glyphsuka it is. Pretty good value also. I think Chow out of these. Yep. Good early game, always useful. So I could pick up my first beast here, I guess. Yep. So it's either Talstrider or Loot Hoarder. Given that I have no 4-drop so far, and this is a beast, I think Talstrider is the way to go. Yeah, Shade. Murlocs are always fun, but Shade. So, Spiteful Smith or a weapon, like... So we're 1/3 through the draft. I have like 2 late game-ish cards. So I guess Spiteful Smith. On the other hand, Glyphzuka's also pretty valuable. Well, maybe this, no, okay. Maybe I get another Glyphzuka and then it's up against weak cards and then I end up with 3 Glyphzukas. And I had this one time before. And there are so many 2/3s and 2/4s and 3/3s out there, 4/3s, so you cannot kill everything with it, so it's not that great, I suppose. Paladin Shredder for sure. Healblood might be good, but so far I have a pretty well balanced deck, so I think I don't need the heal for now. I just need to, like, so far it seems like I have reasonable early game, reasonable mid game, and reasonable late game. Although I'm missing heavy hitters, but we're not even halfway through, so that's okay. So overall it seems like I can pick, like, I can be the one who dictates the tempo and just goes straight forward, getting favorable trades with good minions and going ahead on the board. Deadly Shot helps with that. Anti-Killbot doesn't. It just like sets the health a little bit back, so I'm not that vulnerable against aggression. I think I'm not that vulnerable anyways, because I have a Chow, I have a Glyphzuka. Like, I can counter it, and Deadly Shot helps with that even more. So, I think I go with Deadly Shot. Also, I'm missing a little bit versatility on spells so far, so that's good. So it's either Unleash or Second Brood. I guess Unleash does the trick, in case I get overrun. Or like a turn 6 Unleash, trade with 2 things, kill 1 for sure. Kill Divine Shields also. I might have a problem with Divine Shields right now. It's not a 3-drop though, but I have 3 3-drops already. Should be okay. There's another 3-drop. Where's Stonewind Champion? Guess Stonewind Champion fills a hole here that I have between 5 and 8. It's also good with Unleash. Animal Companion is awesome though. But I feel like I need a little bit more late game, and I just have this as a heavy hitter. Nothing, well, this counts a little bit, but it dies too easily. I guess Stonewind Champion is fine. I should be able to have something on the board to benefit with it. I'm a little bit light on the 2-drops so far. But so are my 4-drops basically, and this one is probably too weak, and the Chalk is quite okay. Yeti's also quite okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I end up with 8 of these cards of this quality, I think that's pretty much okay. So, Yeti it is. Shattered. I'll want to pick up more 2-drops badly. Don't think that tracking is doing too well here. I'm actually unsure about the value of tracking in Arena though. Go with Shattered. I think I don't have too many mechs, right? 1, 2, and they're all like after this what comes out. So Venture Coast seems pretty good here. That's getting interesting. Like my 3-drop, my 3 raid is pretty high. Like unconditional 3-drops are 1, 2, 3, basically. It's not too much. 3 kind of conditional things. Cobra isn't too good. Questing is pretty weak here. Do I want the Ravenhold? Ravenhold could be reasonable, but I don't want to pick up too much late game right now. And the 7 is pretty expensive also. Would rather prefer to have 2 6s or something. Cobra is a beast, but I don't have any beast synergy anyways. I don't like this pick. Given that I don't have 2 so far, I think I go with Cobra, just to like coin out a 3 and play 3 afterwards if I go second. It's also a reasonable late game threat. Undertaker, wow, 1, 2, 3, yeah, well. Second freezing trap though. Torrent, oh my goodness. It's going to be bad. I have 2 secrets, but I have a lot of 3-drops also. I think Meta Bomber. Also, I don't, I'm not sure. So there's a 6. Well, man, I really need 2-drops. Maybe I should have taken the snipe early on. Kinda counts as a 2-drop, but okay, so for now it seems like I can't really pick up the tempo because of my lack of 2-drops. Given I want one of these cards because they're quite fast. I also don't have too many mags, and 3-drops also quite. Okay, so it's between these two. This good removal, this okay removal too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Both fit in here, I guess, but explosive shot should be a little bit better. I guess I go for the Leper Gnome just to have some early game. The 5 mana for 4 isn't going to do anything. The Cobra Shot, too expensive. Need to flat down my curve a little bit. I think I have enough late game now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And could be a little bit more, like, could get a little bit more. It's still 5 more picks. And I need 2-drops. And this is even better with Glyph-Zuka. Maybe I would have picked the War Leader over the Shade if I had the... Honma isn't doing anything here, I think. I have Unleash, I have Cobra, and Tall Strider. That's about it. Murlocs. Animal Companion. So many 3s, so many... I have all of these already. I think Animal Companion. Just because it's so strong. Cultmaster and Neutron Dancing Swords. One of these. Cultmaster gets worse because I only have like 2 real 2-drops, which are these. I have 1 Unleash, but it will be hard to combo it every time. I have more 4-drops than 2-drops also. Go with the Neutron. Although it might just die for free, which would be pretty worse. I don't like any of these. I have like 1 card that combos with spell damage. Second Cobra? Probably my best bet. If I pick up this one, I don't want to play it for a long time, I guess. I don't have much respect for Arcane Golem, and I don't have this much burst that I see it fitting in the deck. Wow. Organ? Well, these 1-drops make a little bit up for my lack of 2-drops, but... the Neutron also gets better with Glyph-Zuka, I guess. Flesh Eating is another 3-drop. I have way too many 3-drops already. Silver Knight. Well, I don't have too much late game, but given that this is best played on an empty board, and I'm not sure if I can keep my board empty, I think I go with Worgen. And the last one, a 2-drop. Not this one, so... Master Swordsmith isn't going to do much. Pint-Sized might help. Okay. Well met. Hi. Yeah... This curve is a little bit messed up. The game plan will be to mulligan hard. The 2 freezing traps are also... Like, if I picked up a Mid-Scientist, like instead of the Pint-Sized or the Murloc, it'd be a lot better. Well, I got 3 1-drops, so I actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards for the early game, so that's kind of okay. I have a lot of cards for the 3 slot. 1, 2, 3, which is 2 Cobras, it's not too great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But I hope I'll find a target for the Shattered Sun. So the Worgen is stealth, the Gilbun Stalker is stealth, the Shade of Naxxramas has stealth, so I might be able to pick up something. that I can play the Shattered Sun also on. Also, this splits the target. That is a little bit resilient. This is resilient. Yeah, I think I can make the Shattered work. Other than that, I don't have card draw. Nope. I don't have taunts also, I think. And I have just a few catch-up cards, which is Meta Bomber, which is kind of unreliable. Explosive Shot will be hard to make work in the higher regions because people play well around it. Kinda Unleash, kinda Deadly Shot, but if I fall behind too much, this is also kinda unreliable. So overall, I'm not too happy with this draft, but could do well. But the two freezing traps feel a little bit lackluster. But it might help to get early tempo. So if I like count them as 2-drops, then I actually have too much early game, I guess. My heavy hitters are like more than 5 attacks. The Full Reaver, the Stormwind, the Venture, and that's it. I'm not sure if I will be able to close this out before I run out of steam. Or if I even can pick up enough steam. I'm not sure. We'll see. Just trying to adjust the deck list for you. There we go.
Versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
Let the hunt begin.
Okay, so I have a 1 and I have a 3, but the 3 is not very surprising. So it's not even one of my good 3s, so I guess I'll dig for a 2-drop. Well, this kind of counts. With this many 3s, I guess I'll pick up one. Bring my... there it is. So the dream is he coins out a 3-2, then I have this 3-3 Chow, which will be a 4-4 Chow. And then I followed up with Lost Halls Rider, would be awesome.
Someday I'll be just
there we
like
go.
you.
Nice. The start worked out really well for me. Like, if this was a Leper Gnome, like one of my other 2 1-drops, Leper Gnome or Worgen Infiltrator, okay, would have died to a ping. So this way he used the card. I guess that's okay. So it won't be the Shattered, no 4-4 Chow, unfortunately. But an Ogre Brute is also fine. This way I can even contest War Elemental. Sadly, this is my only weapon, so it's actually pretty good there. Wow, that's a weak turn 3. So this way it's pretty good that I didn't pick the Captain Greenscreen, I guess. The question is, do I want to play Tall Strider or Leper Gnome Worgen? So let's assume he play.
Magic will tear you apart.
I'm sure it will. Let's assume he plays a War Elemental. I can easily. Well, that's kind of unreliable. I want to play this, so I can Shatter it next turn. But Shattered on the Worgen is pretty tempting too. But if he plays a Yeti or something, even the Shattered won't help. If I play the Leper Gnome with it and he pings it, it's 2 mana, which is. I guess I want my small stuff out before the Flamestrike can hit. And I might want to split my targets. Makes the math with the Shattered a little bit better also. I think I go for the small guys play. Has the upside of, like if he plays a 3-2, I can trade here. Or here. Instead of, like, killing this. Or using this one. Okay. It was... yeah. So now I can use this and a weapon. So it makes the math a lot better. Also, a small consideration, really small consideration, is Animal Companion. So if I got Leog, boosts up more minions. I guess I'll keep the leopard now. Hit face, but... And then I keep playing on curve. I mean... This deals... That's 7... 9... So it goes down to 17, 16... It's way before the Flame Strike can hit. So it could actually work. The question is which one do I want to buff then?
Quickly.
I guess his 5 mana turn is upcoming. So
You must cleanse the sunrise.
it's likely that he plays something with 6 health, like a Smith or Spectral Knight or something. So I could use one of these plus the Stalker. Yep, there we go. If I buff this... Okay. Like if I buff this, this would be 5 and then the math is pretty awkward. If this accidentally hits a minion. So this way I would have had the choice. And if I wanted to save my Ogre Brood, like I could attack face, or maybe I could have cleared this. So I guess this was the right call, even though it didn't matter because you just conceded. The next mage.
Jaina.
You asked for it.
Let the hunt begin.
I was about to say it also made it a little bit more awkward against Frostball, but that's not true because Ogre Brood had 3 health. Chow again, that's really good, especially going first. I kind of want to keep the Shattered because of this, but I don't have many 2-drops. And I have a lot of 3-drops and a good amount of 4-drops. And my 4-drops are all pretty high quality, so I guess I just toss them away. It's not that good against the mage. Freezing Trap, like, again, it's pretty lackluster. If it was a regular 2-drop, it would be a lot better. Not even good one, just a Raptor or something. I don't have any Beast Energy anyways. That's okay, so that's way better than a... Wow. I was about to say it's way better than a Leper Gnome, but that's actually not true. Not with these missiles. Okay, well. That's how the RNG works for my opponents. Actually, it was, well, this is 1 and 8. 1, 2, 1 and 4, 1 and 8, yeah. So my choice of either this or this, and it probably won't matter too much, but he might expect a snipe. Wait, if he expects a snipe, he plays a worse minion. And then the worse minion gets frozen. So does this even help? If I play this, he might spend his turn 2 on hitting this. I'll probably pick up a 3-drop. Ah, well. If I don't pick up a 3-drop, I can Gnome shoot. It's not the starter that I wanted, though. These missiles, like, if 2 of them hit, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, he would have used this, like this trades, my Zombie would have traded with this, so he would have had to spend his whole turn 2 on pinging my Zombie Chow, but the 3-hit missiles were pretty big deal actually. I might actually lose this game just because of this 3-hit missiles. Wow. That's interesting. Like Deadly Shot is pretty good because it's not just a water elemental, it's a coin out water elemental. So the Deadly Shot would be even a little bit better, even though it's a good one to shoot anyways. Question is, if I use the Shredder and run the Leper Gnome into this, and the worst that... oh well, Earthen Ring Farseer or something. Yeah. Otherwise I have a pretty good curve here and I might want to use this later. It's my only hard removal. Do I bother if he pings this? Yes, because I cannot kill the Water Elemental. Then he just runs the Elemental into Shredder. I have a random 2-drop, which will be a 1-1 or something, and then he plays his 2-drop into it. Okay, so I think long story short, I prefer this play. Also because it's more on curve. Guess that's still okay. It's a little bit sad because it was one of my few minions with death rattles, so the sheep actually mattered a lot. Next turn he trades with my sheep. This will be frozen for one turn. He has so many more cards on me already. Not even sure why. Well, the Leper Gnome didn't do anything, that's why.
Handle it.
Okay, so he pinged it, that's okay. I see, I see. It's definitely not worth a Deadly Shot. Next turn, Blizzard? Wow, Blizzard would screw me over big time. Kinda worry about this at the moment. Maybe I should have placed them otherwise. Just because I might unstealth this, but this keeps its ability anyways. Against Cone of Cold. Yeah, might have been better. Now he wants to trade here, but he also wants to trade here ping. Does he play a secret now? Wow, the synergy. Synergy's real.
I will return.
Wow, that's awkward. I guess I cannot risk a Mirror Entity. I could if I could play the Deadly Shot with it. Well, in case of Mirror Entity, what happens? This will be a 4-4. I hit this. That's a 5-3? 5-2? 5-2. Then I'm missing 1 damage on the champion. Could also be duplicate. It's a lot of questions. The Matter Bomber will probably kill one of my guys. It's also 1 turn before the Flame Strike, so I would like to have something that survives Flame Strike. That's a tough one. Matter Bomber isn't too bad actually. We'll probably enrage the Worgen. The question is, can I just Deadly Shot? Shoot, pass? Not really. So I got 2 Illuminators, that's not too bad. Did I want to unstealth this? Probably not. Dies to too much stuff. Flame Strike is bad, given that he has so many cards on me. But on the other hand, this will be a 5-5 next turn. This will be a 6-5 next turn. So if he doesn't play Flame Strike, I can...
It's clobbering time.
It will be hard to... Oh yeah, the 4-mana Micro Machine. Oh, that's a good draw. That's 9. 11 plus 4. Well, I guess I'll just kill this, deadly shot this, and keep up the tempo. Pretty much force him to have Flame Strike. If I play this, I only play this, and then I want to trade, and then one is in ping range. And let's better play next turn if he doesn't have Flame Strike. If he has it, well, sad life then. Like, 2 of his cards are Illuminators, which aren't too scary anyways.
I hunt alone.
I think a 4-4 is big enough here. Furthermore, he didn't play Flame Strike last turn, so I can assume that he doesn't have it. Also, I have 4 damage the next turn, and a Stonewind Champion. And then he's on a 3-turn clock. And he skips his turn, playing Flame Strike next turn. So, so he doesn't have it. Which means I have 11 well, I have lethal. If he doesn't come up with...
Embrace the light.
Okay. Even without anything else. Dorgan, thanks for talking for all your decisions. It's really helpful. Yeah, that's why I consider myself an educational streamer. Also, otherwise, I would do all the stuff in my head, and then it wouldn't be entertaining at all because I would just sit there for like a minute. I guess it's the only way I can make this work. So, you're welcome.
Rexa versus Rexa. Let the hunt begin.
Definitely keeping the... It's the 3rd time I go first, right? If I pick up a 1-drop, this will be... A 1-drop would get insane value from the Glyphsuka. I don't have too many 2-drops, too many good 2-drops, so I should definitely keep this. And I really hope to get a Chow again. Well, either of my 1-drops is fine, I guess. These are way too late. So the hope... well, that's a curve. Can't really complain. There are a lot of plays that could screw me over, but... Like, if he passes now, Pint-Sized is better anyways than Glyphsuka. Although, having a 1-drop... Yeah. I have just 3, so I didn't even mulligan hard for it by tossing back the Glyphsuka, so I couldn't even complain. Oh, if this stays around to turn 3 Yeti, it wouldn't be too bad either. Okay, he's coining out something, so I probably have to use the Glyphsuka.
Ready to ride.
Oh, no, okay. We're just going forward then. Use the coin for this, which is really good for me. Because next turn I have the choice of either using Glyphsuka, like if he plays, I don't know, a 2-3. Maybe a questing adventurer because he has nothing else. I don't know.
Engaging TC
Or this guy.
dislocator.
Huh. Okay. I was about to say I could just play Glyphsuka, hit face, and then play Freezing Trap. But maybe Shattered is better. I mean, I kill this off, deal 4 damage, and I have threatening 8 damage on the board. 11 even.
I wonder.
What could he do turn 4? On the other hand, if I set up Glefsuka Freezing Trap and then he... Unleash? Unleash wouldn't be too bad, I guess. But any other charger. Like, I could set it up so I could kill a 5-drop, but I could kill it anyways, because I still have the Glefsuka in, but okay. I think I go for the greedy play. It's even greedier because it's off curve. I know, it's even 10 damage, of course. So I'm threatening 13 damage the next turn. Plus 3. Okay. Oh wow, okay, this worked out perfectly. I can even kill this. I mean, he didn't have... Well, he might have an explosive shot. But then he takes 13... 15... 17... 19... He takes so much damage that I don't think that an explosive shot would matter too much. I also don't want to play more minions into an Unleash, because the Unleash is pretty awkward right now. It's just like killing this and having a Hound around. And if I get this on this, it deals 2 more damage anyways. Maybe Freezing Trap instead of Shoot. On the other hand, my damage is pretty scary right now. Okay, so this is obvious. He didn't have a charger on 4. Like, if he would have used this Domin champion or something. No, that's a knight. Are there many charges for 5? Maybe a bomb lobber. Bomb lobber doesn't matter. Charges matter with his play. I can't think of too many, so I'll just go for this. Now he's on a... Like, even if he taunts up, he's on a 5-turn clock. Like, he has to clear my board and to set up something scary, and I have a Freezing Trap. Yeah. Yeah, there's Explosive Shot, that's what I talked about. So that's okay. I can either set up this one because it isn't killed as easily, but I guess I'll just play the Yeti. It's almost as resilient and I can get 2 more damage in. If I suspected a taunt, Glefsuka would, like, the Glefsuka hit would matter, but I rather want to keep the flexibility around. Yeah, for the Divine Shield, for example. I think I'm just waiting and play Freezing Trap. On the other hand, killing this is pretty tempting. And that's why I kept the Glefsuka around in the first place. Just matches up too perfectly. If I didn't have the champion, would have went with another play. Probably Freezing Trap, Shoot, Leper Gnome, something.
Join or die.
Unleash.
Or both.
Yep. Does nothing. He needs, I don't know, even a Hunter's Mark does nothing.
Well played. Well played. For the Alliance!
So this greedy Waging Wagon play really paid out there. Like, if he had an explosive trap or something, it might have been... Or, I don't know. I'm not sure. I could have gotten screwed over by a lot of plays, but on the other hand... It was too tempting and worked out well.
Rexa versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
Let the hunt begin.
Are you even allowed to have such a nick? Isn't it rather complicated to P also? Well, I think I won't bother anymore. Animal Companion's a pretty good 3-drop. Mostly any of these, especially backed up by a Chow. And on the coin I can keep it. I think I wouldn't keep it going first. But going second, I can coin this out and play another 3-drop. I'm not sure how I like the freezing traps in this stack.
I am ready.
Like, do I want to freeze this? Probably not. So there's my other 3. So I think the hope is that he trades and pings. And there.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
He doesn't even ping. Okay, so Leok is super awkward right now. I also don't want to return this. So. Misha would be awesome, I guess. Wow, if this is Huffer.
To my side.
Aww. Shit. I don't even have a shadow target now. RNG screwing me over again. The alley shot doesn't make sense, Shatter doesn't make sense. Returning this buys me some time. Ugh. This was pretty bad for me. Like, maybe I should have saved it for safety reasons. This doesn't trade well. Is this worth a deadly shot? It might even be worth to take the 5 damage, and so I can kill it next turn. But if you just place the Harvest Golem again, then I just kill this for 5 mana. It's also not. And I have a 5 mana play finally, so maybe I can buff this up and play it together with Worgen turn 6. There are not many.
Thanks.
There are not many 5-drops that can mess with this. And then I have this turn 6, and that's pretty good. Like, if he played this, yeah, he would have made the exact same play if I just hero powered. And then I could shoot the thing, and then you would have a 3/4 water mantle. Yay. So I guess that's the best play right now. I still cannot kill this, which is a serious problem, but we might find an occasion. Like, trade here, shoot whatever he plays, and getting 2 random damage in here. So his hand is 1 spare part still from the Clockwork Gnome that he didn't play so far. Does this tell me anything? Not really, I guess. Then one of his cards is a Harvest Golem for that he can play for 5. So he has 3 cards, 2 of which. So these are these 2. So these 2 he didn't play these for quite some time, and this is the card he just drew. So actually the chance of him having Flame Strike are not too bad. But I cannot really play around it anyways. Like, I could shoot this and hit this and pass. Then he has a random 2-drop and can develop his board further. Do I check the RNG first? Maybe I do. If he has Flame Strike, I lose anyways. I guess. It's not too much I can do. Like, I would have liked. Yeah, okay. There we go. Oh, he just top decked it last turn also. I would have really needed the 5 damage, at least 1 random damage here. So I guess I'm pretty screwed right now. This could help.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
That's 6 damage the next turn again, so might be in trouble. But I have the Foe Reaver. That depends a lot. Also, if he just slams down his minions, he will slam them down this direction, which makes my explosive shot far worse. Well, he trades his barber, it seems like, so it won't matter too much. 1-1. Didn't I say I would get 1-1s from my Shredder? Huh. I actually keep track of 1 health minions that I get from Shredder. It's the 4th out of 5 Shredders. But this could actually work, nonetheless. I would get frozen, and I wouldn't... Say it's 4 cards. 1 spare part and 1 harvest golem and 4 cards that he can actually use. That I don't know. And I have my 3 cards. I'm so much behind. Amazing. Jay just uses. You might freeze it.
I wonder. I move quickly.
I think I'm okay with 1 random damage going on one of these. I'm also kind of okay with... No. Not really okay if it gets ping. I need to improve my board.
Safety restrictions offline. Harvesting servos engaged.
I think the 1 damage to his face wouldn't have mattered at all, so...
My eyes.
I was like, what, Alexstrasza? Okay. Wants to get this frozen. I guess I should have attacked here with the novice. Yeah, this was a big mistake actually.
I got the best deals anywhere.
He plays good around explosive shot also. Can kill this by using these 2. This is very scary too. But I need to get rid of this water immortal. I think I want the buff rather on this one. This one has enough attack anyways. Pretty much depends on his cards. If you placed this in the middle, would have been a lot better for me also, but... Oh. Yeah, I'm frozen. Whoops. Well, that's a lot of damage. Oh yeah, hit the spare part also. Wow, the combos. Miracle Mage. 2 secrets. Okay, well, that's pretty much lost.
Speak to me.
Well, I guess I can attack this to clear off these guys. Yay.
Overdrive engaged.
Probably one of them should be duplicate, right? If one of them is mirror entity, it will be here. So if playing the Cobra and hitting this one better. I'm taking 6 now, it's not, because I die. This one will get rid of everything but 1 damage on the board.
Overdrive engaged.
What does he actually get? I'm not sure. If this, yeah, deaths are resolved at last. Oh, it doesn't even show up in the history. Okay. Earthen. Auctioneer was played later. Oh no, he has 2 war elementals. I'm so dead, guys. I'm so dead.
Quickly.
Wow, 7 cards. 2 of which are probably water elemental. And won the Harvest Golem for 5. Oh wow. At least I might be able to kill some stuff here. No, well. There's no way I can win this. Why didn't you draw first? Huh. Interesting.
You call that a weapon?
Well, that's pretty good if in case of Marinity. Actually, it doesn't matter because it just gets killed anyways. Can I afford to attack phase? No, there's no way I can take this damage.
I wonder.
But there's also no way that I win 9, 11, 13, 14. No, okay. It just doesn't matter at all. Okay, it's not Marinity anyways.
Overdrive.
Boom.
Engaged.
I wanted too many things with this one.
Alone.
Oh. Nice there. There are a lot of good ping targets anyways. There's no way that I play against this 8 cards with 29 HP. It just needs a Fireball. Or a Pyroblast, of course. Plain. Wow. So many awkward turns. Yep. Yep. Take it like a man. I hope I did. I think it might actually be that the Huffer lost me the game. I mean, Misha would have been so much better on this board. But, well, I pretty much got behind every turn since the beginning, so it's not too surprising.
Rexa versus Gul'dan. Your soul shall be mine.
I'm not sure if you do this in other languages too, but Dudu actually was back to in my World of Warcraft times was like another way to tell Druid, so not sure if you do this in other languages too, but on the German servers people did it a lot, so it's actually a guy named Druid playing Warlock. Warring into Glaivezuka is pretty good. I'm not sure about the Cobra. I will be able to kill most of the stuff that he might play, but so this could contest his 4-drop. I have so many good 3-drops though. And also I could coin out a 4 if necessary. I think that's a better 3-drop, at least for now.
Why do you call?
This makes Stalker a lot better. Yeah. If he gets a Dream Opening and opens with Demon Fire, what happens?
I wonder.
That's a 3/5 then, that's a Senjin. This will have 3 power. This works out perfectly actually. I think that's better. I might get a freebie here, so I should probably take it. Oh wow! I'm really happy that he played this before this. Yep. Wow. Such a huge turn for me. especially with the ooze gone. Yeah. Actually killed like 2 minions almost for make it 3. So I got another Cobra also for the turn 3, so it didn't even matter. Let's say I play off, like I don't play the Shade, but this next turn, then I can play this for a turn. This one doesn't matter. So I should play the Shade as long as I have the chance to make it grow. This trades here very well. I can contest this 4-drop with one of these and flip Sakura. Yep. As long as it isn't Pit Lord? In case of Pit Lord, I should probably have played the Cobra. So he doesn't have Coil, that's what this play told me. I might want to play Cobra just to contest this 5-drop, but I also have the Freezing Trap. I'm thinking about Hellfire, which might mean that I want to buff this. But I'm also thinking about Coil. So I had like 2 draws the last turn. And I'm not sure if he would have Hellfire this board anyways. Everything in my hand dies to Hellfire. Next question is, even if I buff this to be a 4/4 now, do I want to reveal it because it dies to Shadow Bolt? So many cards to play around. Could also just go Freezing Trap, shoot. Go for face, 46. Don't want to overextend, especially given his card advantage right now. I think Coil is a little bit more threatening than a Hellfire. Or a little bit more likely. On the other hand, this wouldn't have died then. Well, if he Hellfires, I'm looking pretty silly. There's Shadow Bolt, so it would have died anyways. What's the right play to buff this? Trades here well too. Might actually want to freeze this just to... Yeah, if he plays this for 4 and discards a card, would be pretty awesome for me. So that's 7-9 damage. Puts him down to 12. Should play the Cobra with it if I want to play the Freezing Trap. I don't have too many good cards to develop my board anyways, other than the Shredder. It's also good against something like... no, not really. Sunwalker next turn? Well, he didn't have a Hellfire, that's for sure. I think I'm doing it this way.
Push forward.
I probably should have counted the Freezing Traps as 2 drops. Whoops. Triple Wind Fury. Oh, too bad. So that's 5, 9, 11, 13. Can he kill me or something? Not really, right? I also don't want to trade, I think. Hit. 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 Would be a lot of freebies, but I only get 6 damage in. Worst case scenarios, we're far away from Luxranza, so the worst case would be Healbot. Then he deals a few points of damage to me and trades everything away. But I have the Shredder, and he's at 9. Do I play around Healbot? Why should I?
Push forward.
The Healbot would put him at 9. And he plays a good 2-drop with it. Would have put it on a clock anyways.